and we are back to cut in another one. I just walked the machine up here from the bottom side of the property, and I am getting pretty excited to start this little project. As you can see, this drops off. If this is where we end up putting this road, we're gonna have to, as we cut the road in, bring dirt back this way to build this up. That way we make a nice even transition off of this existing road bed to the new driveway. The whole object of this is to cut a trail in for the customer to see if this is in fact where they want this driveway cut. So we want to do minimal damage. That way if this doesn't end up being where they want it, it can just grow right back up. See y'all at the bottom. Well, this is pretty interesting. That is an old type of gravel. There was definitely, this was a gravel pad. Some quartz. That's not bad. You can see where I'm sitting at, where I've pushed through here. This topsoil and sandy stuff just will not compact even when you track across it. But you can see here, hear that? That doesn't make a thud. But just this stuff here, I leave no imprint. That stuff is shaving off really nicely. What you can see, and probably could tell, is I'm ramping straight out and up a little bit. And the way I'm doing that, if you don't have a dozer or don't want to haul one in initially, which is the situation I'm in, what I'm using is called slot dozing. And I'm just cutting this down more and more, and the deeper I go, the higher this side obviously, but also I get a side right here. And that holds the dirt in. As soon as I collect enough dirt to where it starts wanting to spill over, I lift that blade up and I quit cutting the ground. And then that way, it almost acts like a box blade. I can carry that dirt and soil this way. And once I get to here where I'm wanting to taper up to the road, I just lift the blade up a little bit and it starts depositing a layer of dirt where I want it at, and then whatever's left spills over the end. All the time my tracks are compacting, whereas what will be the path where tires actually go into the road. As long as I don't go more than an inch or two at a time, it'll compact enough to where it'll hold up. as good as I can do on this one for right now. You can kind of see how it's tapering in. I don't want to take those trees down yet, and really to gather more dirt I've got to go down deeper, and I don't want to cover the bases of those trees up too much until we're certain that this is going to be the road. Now, hateful. The joys of working in the forest. Fuel time. Where's that music coming from? This next section, we're going to do some fun with time lapse. You can see the trail behind me is what we're ending up with. That's what we've got to go through. Let's get started. We are currently within about 100 feet of the area where we are going to be clearing for like the house site and stuff. Should be there by the end of the day. And for right now, it's lunchtime. And for lunch, having good old garlic herb and tuna and crackers. Lunch of champions. Status check for wandering minds. We just made it to the first orange markers. I'll need to clarify with my customer exactly what that set of orange markers means. But we're doing good cutting through here. Right there's where that pine tree was. I'll put a little symbol or something up on the screen, but we are working our way through here and I think making some really good time. Quick update, we're still moving along really good. I'm definitely excited to see that we're starting to see some harder soils fairly close to the surface. This is definitely going to be time consuming to build this. I measured it off to be about 450 feet. It's going to take just as long as it's taken me to build the other section of road, maybe even more. Just to kind of quickly demonstrate. Right there, I got the root matting set right off to the edge. Any small stuff, and even the laurel, I'll just set it right there. Make little packages, if you will. If I had another person to operate Skidsteer, I would just be doing all of this at one time. We are back. It is the final day and final push before the rain moves in tomorrow. I really want to at least get the trees and small saplings and the root matting cleared out of the way for the final leg of this. We've got about 150 feet today, which doesn't sound like much, but we do have some large trees we've got to get out of the way. So that's our challenge for the day. Let me take you guys here. There's our path. This is our first big tree we've got to get down. It's got a great big canopy, and that kind of works against wanting to keep this path small, because there's really no way I can drop that tree and not take a big path out. We're going to do the best we can. Let me walk to the end of this trail, and maybe y'all will be able to see the machine and see how much further we've got to go and the obstacles we've got to go through. Once we get to here, there's no big trees, so I've got 1, 2, I think I can work with just 2 bigger trees, I think. Big old barrel. So this is to the end of, actually no, this is the end. I'll try to put a marker up, but not a whole lot of big trees to get through. Right here is pretty much the house side, I think. Yeah, I think what I have to do is snake my way through here, get this tree down first, and then I'll be able to take that pine down. Otherwise, it's going to hang in this tree. We're making time now. That drop zone looks quite different. This is that double tree that's got the co-dominant trunk. I'm going to cut this leg loose. I've got my bucket and excavator against it, so in case it doesn't want to fall, I can get in and push it. Maybe we can hit the mark. Got a lot of weight going that way, so we'll face it uphill just a little bit. Folks. Spin that. Huh. Well, even though it looks good, I wanted to go just a little bit more to the left, but that'll do. All right, YouTube, that's all I've got time for on this section of this video, but you can guarantee that I'll be back on the next video where we're going to finish using the excavator to cut this road in. We're going to be bringing in quite a large, almost brand new piece of equipment to show you guys, and I am super excited about it. Let me say a special thank you to each one of you viewers out there and your kids for joining me on this project, and we will see you next time. You know, a while back I went a little overboard in a fit of rage and peeled all the stickers off of my Yanmar. Well, the last time I took it in for service at the dealer, somebody thought it'd be pretty funny to climb up here and install a Yanmar sticker on my roof where they didn't think I'd find it. Well, I got news for you. I know who you are, and all I'm going to say is I'm coming.